Greetings, Nashville. How you doing? Hope everybody doing well. I'm JC Shigog. For those that don't know me, I'm a risk manager, security consultant, law enforcement instructor, among other things. I want to talk today about a pacifier. Do you know what a pacifier is? Most of you do know what pacifiers are. I think some of y'all call them binkies and passies and all this other stuff. And they're typically meant for babies when it's not their actual time to eat. So you give them this pacifier so that they can stop crying. Well, there's been a pacifier sent out to the general public from the director of schools here in Nashville. There was an email sent out, August 2nd, around 3 p.m. from the director, Dr. Adrian Battle. And it says that, "Dear MNPS families and staff, this morning Metro Police Chief John Drake and I announced some important updates to our school safety procedures as we prepare to start the new school year next Monday." And that will be August 8th. So after the tragic shooting in Uvalde, Texas in May, we doubled down on school security to protect our students and staff from outside threats and create an even safer and more secure learning environment. Now, the email just said we doubled down on security. All right? Keep note of that. Then it says that MNPD, Metro Nashville Police Department, school resource officers continue to be assigned to the middle and high school levels to support teachers and administrators, work with the students to encourage positive and productive behaviors, and provide support when a criminal justice response is warranted as a result of illegal activity by students. But it also says in the same breath, due to policing shortages seen at Metro Nashville Police Department and other agencies across the country, Metro Nashville Police Department has created a plan to ensure coverage for each middle school on a rotating basis when there is not staffing capacity for a full-time presence in the building. Now, they just said that they doubled down. Then they said that they have created a plan to ensure coverage, all right, on a rotating basis. Let's proceed. Starting this school year, our elementary schools will receive additional attention and support from the Metro Nashville Police Department in the form of an officer assigned to each campus in the morning who can act as a visible presence to those seeking to do harm at the school, along with regular visits throughout the day from an on-duty Metro Nashville police officer for check-ins and support. Additionally, police will collaborate with the public schools on a safety ambassador program in our school buildings that will use retired police officers to help patrol the schools and monitor for safety compliance while acting as liaisons between the school and the police department. Now, this is the elementary schools. And remember that this is just in the morning times. Now, from my research and my recollection, ever since, we'll just go back to Columbine, there hasn't been any reports of school shootings happening first thing in the morning. And then from further research, I found out that it's just going to be a half a day thing. It's not going to be an all day thing, just in the morning times. And again, a rotating basis. So you have to take into account all of the verbiage used here. But they said that they doubled down. I don't see the doubling. I see a sparing application of older retired officers being used as a presence, as a deterrent, only in the morning times. Now, I don't know about you, but if someone was to protect me or something as valuable as our children, we should use a staff that is a little more capable than retired officers. The letter says that I think this approach strikes an appropriate balance between the desire for added safety and security and the need to avoid the criminalization of childhood behavior that could come from using a policing response to incidents instead of a restorative approach. Now, for those that didn't know, there's a part of Nashville that is the most incarcerated, the highest incarcerated rate in America. And the way people get incarcerated is when they are arrested by police. And we're going to use these same tools of incarceration as added security to the schools. Mind you, they have a Metro Nashville Public School Security Department and staff that they can enhance and add to. That can be this deterrent. But what they're going to do is they're going to bring back retired police officers and pay them approximately $40 an hour for these 4 hours during the day to be a visible presence and deterrent. This is nothing but a pacifier. The reason I say it's nothing but a pacifier is because, A, it's for those of you who don't know anything or very little about protection, about security, about protocols. It's just enough to keep you from complaining. This is not it. This is like putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. It's not it. You rather bring back people who have already spent their time in the field. They're older. They're slower. You know how older people are stuck in their ways. You're going to bring them back as security. Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't a retired officer get killed at this Uvalde shooting? Doesn't make sense to me that you have a capable willing staff, all they need is some upgrades and enhancements. And there you have people that are willing to be on the forefront, the front line of protecting our children. But they gets no attention. And there's a lot of double speak going on here. Folks, you should be outraged. You should be upset that this type of response is happening under the cloak of, what's the title? Working together to keep students and staff safe. They wasn't safe before. It was only the appearance because nothing has occurred. 1 or 2 officers per 5, 6, 700, 1,000 students is absurd. This is a new day. These are new threats, and we need to approach this in a newer fashion, not throwing old stuff at new things. This is not how we get things done. Folks, you should be upset. You should be outraged. There is no way that this is going to keep the students safe or safer. This is a show. That's all this is. It's a show. It's a nice little dance just to say, hey, we're doing something. We're doing something. We're not doing nothing. Because if an actual threat occurred, an actual shooting occurred, they had to bring in the cavalry instead of having the cavalry already there. Folks, I need y'all to look at this stuff a little closer. And if you need help looking at it, you need help discussing it, we want to bring this out because this is a cooperative effort. And using old tools for a new problem isn't the solution. If you want to talk about this more, let's talk about it. My email is jc@jcshigog.com. My website is www.jcshigog.com. My phone number is 615-669-1558. We need to do more. We need to do more. This is not gonna work. This junk. It's trash. We need to do more. Not just symbols. We need something concrete, not something abstract. Always remember, pay attention or pay the consequences. You're going to pay either way. So you might as well pay attention and not pay the consequences because you might not be able to afford it. Until the next time, peace or victory.